How's everyone doing today?
Doing
good.
blessed,
How are
brother.
you?
Great. Good. This question is
You
to
are
the three of
beautiful.
you all.
You are so beautiful, man.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I love that. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Means a lot. The three of you, and this question's for the three of you all. You all are all having love life issues. Do you think this will hurt each character's business decisions going forward?
I'll start.
Okay.
I think that, the question of, sacrifice is definitely going to come into play, and having to determine, what is the best choice for my character's future. So it's going to have a lot to do with it. Yeah.
I would say for Diana, because we all know how much she loves Tariq. I feel like this season she sheds a little bit of her innocence, only because, well, not only because, but one of the reasons I feel like she starts to realize what's important, and maybe she'll use what she's learned from Tariq, even on the romantic side or even just on the friendship side, use what she's learned from him to her advantage for the benefit of the family. Like, start being more methodical in the way she moves.
And I think, naturally, like, love is a big disruptor to our plans in many ways, for the good and I think it's ultimately for the good. So I see for Dru and Everett's relationship, naturally it does start to get in the way of certain things. I feel like, for Dru, he has to make a lot of grown man decisions.
Yeah.
From this season, and so we're going to see that, a lot of these conflicts come to a head, and Dru's guys are going to have to make some big boy decisions.
Daniel, quick question for you: why so much hate for the Knicks? I swear you don't have to answer it. I swear you don't.
Okay. That's hilarious.
The three of you all have all been extremely loyal to Monet.
Mm-hmm.
And in one way, shape, or form, we all start to see that tend to start to be tested and deviated at some point. Where do we see these characters go who isn't at now seems to be following the captain's order?
Coming off of the first season after getting shot, that Dru is reluctant to listen to someone who he deems responsible for that happening. And going in, when you look to your leaders, you feel like your leader is going to make sure that you deliver from harm, that they're making decisions for everyone's benefit. And from that perspective, you're seeing that one-sided, when you don't see the pressure and what that leader has to deal with. It really is just, well, you were supposed to protect me. And there was this promise that no harm was going to come to me, and we're going to be making these decisions for the betterment of all of us. And so once that harm comes to Dru, that betrayal starts to set in, and resentment starts to set in. And now there's doubt. And now Dru begins to question everything.
Anyone else add in there?
Yeah, I think Zeke's loyalty is definitely to Monet is definitely tested. Just keeping in mind that she is his aunt, and so where he's so grateful to be receiving all this love and support from her, it's definitely begins to sort of cross some boundaries where it's like, what is this really all about? And it starts to be revealed that she's not being completely honest with him. And so his awareness increases.
I think for Diana, family is important to her. So even though she respects and learns from the queen, Monet, and is protected, she genuinely, I feel like Diana, especially in the beginning of the season, she genuinely feels protected. But of course, as the season goes on, we might see that, Diana will start making decisions of her own, stepping into her power, all the things that she's learned from her mother. You might see her, you know, having more of a voice, making more moves on her own that are still beneficial for the family and for herself.
That is awesome. I can't wait for folks to check out this season. So far from what I've seen, it's been fantastic. And man, it's hard to talk to you all without really getting into things. But
Exactly.
I do appreciate you all's time, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day.
Thank you.
You as well, brother.
Thank y'all so much. Much love.
God bless.